Meredith Tumunzi. Heard from Preston Mompson taking a look at the surface. Historically, it's a very good pitch here for batting. Pulled by hairs, and it's going to be the first boundary. The outfield is always quick at the Grange. This goes up into the air, should be taken. Simplest of catches for the skipper, Mitchell Marsh, who is delighted.
This occasion gets a massive top edge, well taken by the skipper.
Edged away, going to be edged for 4. And the fans getting into the action. Here players now. Mullen pulls and pulls in front to square. Beautifully for 4. That's a lovely way to get him into double figures.
Much hardier.
The biggest cheer of the day greets the first maximum. Oh, what a strike that is from George Munsey. Munsey goes bang and gets a good piece of it. Thuds into the advertising hoardings. It's another maximum. His second, Scotland's second. They're just starting to get moving, starting to find the pace of the pitch.
Batting has developed so much. Just the way he picks it up, the quick hands. His wrists are so strong, he's all around the ground.
Oh, back to back. This one's even bigger. He's at his belligerent best here, George Munsey.
Pace. That is huge. He'll love doing that today, I can tell you.
Tries to get enough of it, won't go all the way, but will be 3 consecutive boundaries as Meredith is taken to task in his second over. 5 have been bowled, Scotland on the charge, 47 for 1 of this game. Right now Munsey is loving pace on the ball, but the Scottish crowd are enjoying every second of this. The 50s come up in grand style in the power play. Taken, a brilliant catch. And Australia strike back with the wicket that they needed. Munsey falls to a leaping English. And it's a big breakthrough for Sean Abbott.
Ball. Did it again. Munsey went for it. It was only the faint edge. On this occasion, Josh Inglis, a very fine catch.
And he's going to get off the mark in some fashion. It's always quick, the outfield, and Meredith won't be able to cut it off.
That is McMullen at his best. Lovely shot down the ground. Oh, inside out this time. But there is a fielder underneath
for Australia. McMullen doesn't quite get all of this. It is an area of strength for him. Scotland's 3rd wicket.
Well, he's got every piece of that, Berrington. He's probably their best player of spin, and that guy, well, congratulations, sir. You are in on the action. He gets a prize.
Not for Richie Berrington. Just a little bit too full on this occasion.
Down the ground. He hasn't got all of it. Tim David is coming underneath it, but he hasn't judged it. Difficult running back.
But let me tell you, the Grange is a very difficult place to field. It's very uneven in parts. Maybe that just did him there, but in the end was absolutely no.
Again, that one in the air, but couldn't get there in time. Again, he has moved across his stumps a couple of times, Matt Cross. This time, he does get hold of it. Himself into position to put that one away, helped around the corner. Got hold of that one. 4 more for Berrington. And this time it's gone straight up in the air and it's going to be taken comfortably.
Flighted a bit more this time from Zampa, induces Berrington into the stroke, and Bartlett makes no mistake, steadies himself, doesn't take his eye off the ball.
Full delivery, it's dug out beautifully, it's going to be 4.
Berrington already departed. Picked up into the leg side, does he get enough of it? No, he doesn't. Picks out the man, Xavier Bartlett, who takes another catch.
It was the time of the game in which he needed to force the pace. Tries to clear that boundary, but doesn't get enough of it.
In the future too, as Zampa returns and strikes immediately. Leask felt as though he might have got outside the line. I'm not sure if he did, and David McLean has no hesitation in getting the finger up, and all of a sudden the wheels are coming off for the Scots.
It's full from Zampa, and it's straight. Unfortunately.
Where's this one gone? Oh, he's got a good piece of it. Soars all the way, maybe even over the stands. Jarvis.
See from the young lad. Zampa tosses that one up, and he doesn't need an invitation. Clears the stands.
You'd imagine. And Mark Watt gets it up to the perfect start for the final three. That is straight as an arrow. You cannot hit it any straighter than that. Over the heads of our cameraman.
He knows the minute it leaves the bat, that's a big one. Straight over the side screen. And what a strike.
The cutter, and it's dragged to the leg side and picked out the man. Very clever from Abbott.
Early back deep in his crease. It's also the width there, making Jarvis drag it across. No mistake in the outfield.
As Watt hits it straight to Marcus Stoinis, who takes a good catch. Stoinis hanging on the edge of the circle, as you often do in the last few overs.
Right option, it's just the execution here that's let him down. A couple meters over that and it's forward, races away. Marquardt will be disappointed with that.
This goes absolutely nowhere. It's going to be Mitchell Marsh who will get there. Didn't look too likely at first. He was waiting for someone else to call it, but he's ended up getting the hard yards in and getting his hands underneath.
Stoinis and Marsh. Makes no mistake, again going into the surface with the cutter. Good commitment from the skipper, he makes no mistake.
And they're going to be bonus runs. And some cheers finally. And the final delivery of the innings is going to be a scampered by despite the direct hit from Inglis. Two umpires have a look at each other, they're happy with the height of that. And it will be an extra to the total to round out the first inning. Scotland will have to be satisfied. There'll certainly be no more than that.
Coming back later on in the innings. There is the story so far. George Munsey got Scotland off to an absolute flyer. Him and McMullen were brilliant through the power play.
Efforts from what's an inexperienced attack. Bartlett was probably the pick of them with 2 for 23, but great to see Ronnie Meredith get a T20I wicket after 3 years out. Wasn't an innings that necessarily Scotland will be overly pleased with, but they've got something on the board.
They do. I'm actually quite fascinated to see that McMullen is opening the bowling for Scotland.
This goes a long way up. Mid-wicket goes back Charlie Castle. He holds on. And Scotland, they strike early. And Fraser McGurk.
Perhaps feeling the pressure, that previous ball, cross up to the stumps behind the wicket, increasing the pressure, just gets right underneath that one. Charlie Castle, well, he
for Scotland. So nearly 2 in the over and 2 in 2. Instead, it just squirts away. It was a nothing shot from Mitchell Marsh. The last thing you want to do is give Travis Head width, though, because he'll pounce on that. Well fielded with one bounce in the crowd. Driven at a catchable height, but Barrington can't get anything on it, and it races to the right outside the circle. Problem is, Head pounces on width. Almost an action replay from a few balls prior. 4 more. Cut away, and it finds the gap. There's almost an eerie silence, isn't there, every time Australia hit a boundary, but this is a fine stroke. Big blow towards the leg side. Now, there is a man out there, but it's over his head. And it goes all the way for 6. He's so dangerous. This was maybe just for half a moment. Back boundaries.
Well, I just talked about the Grange not being big enough to contain him. And on this occasion, it wasn't. Well done out there. Watch yourself if you're out there.
Because mid-on has come up into the circle, he'll club you down the ground. This is a batting exhibition from Travis Head. He's putting on a show here in Edinburgh. Now flicks it away to the leg side. Oh, this is quite brilliant. It's 20 from the over, and it may well have been held in the crowd to go with it. 3 have been bowled. Australia, they are flying. 38 for 1.
We've still got a lot more to go, but if Travis Head stays out there, there's every chance this could end reasonably quickly. They've got to find a way
to bowl against Australia. And he's driven ever so elegantly. Not too much wrong with the delivery, but the perfect cover drive. Pulled and pulled powerfully. We're seeing something quite brilliant here from Travis Head. Monstrous. Smoked all the way. Going to be 6 more. And Head is flying towards 50. The crone is because it's put down in the crowd.
He's on one. He's on one. You just look at the different parts of the grounds he's targeted. It's almost like
the 50s come up inside 4 overs, and you can add to that, it's going to be 4 more. And Head goes to 47 in bowling. That has gone miles. Look out in the tennis courts, it might just have soared into them. Back of the lane.
Well, chastening moment. First up for Jarvis. He's not even breaking out.
Not where you want to bowl to Mitchell Marsh. Going to be back-to-back 6s. That is absolutely massive.
Up just perfectly for Mitch Marsh. Just helped it on its way.
Well, that is an absolute barn. Driven through the covers. Well, this is quite remarkable. 6-6-4 to start the over. Marsh getting into the act in a big way with Travis Head. More runs, and it may well be 6. Yes, it's going to soar all the way. Marsh is such a powerful ball striker.
Not showing any signs of slowing down, and just the Grange suddenly looks so much smaller when Travis Head and Mitch Marsh are going the way they are.
Here, Scotland surely. Instead bowls it into the surface. It's pulled so powerfully, it splits the 2 men in the deep. It won't be 6 more, but it will be 4 more. It's going to be 4 more. You won't believe it. He split the same gap again. McMullen can't cut it off. 30 from the over. And the runs just keep coming. And there's a world record that could well fall here. 100's only been gone past in the power play once in history. That was 102. As Travis said, he goes to 50. 17 balls it's taken.
Oh, that is absolutely remarkable, but boy, today.
And now it's going to be more runs. And this might go all the way. It's 6 more. Sensational, awesome hitting.
Well, it is, and just look at his reaction after that shot. Power of Travis Head.
Just over the head of the man. George Munsey, I think it is, at mid-off, and the 100 has come up inside the power play. Oh, now fortune going their way, and with it goes the world record. Australia have just posted the highest power play in the history of T20 international cricket. It goes past South Africa. Everywhere the ball goes, it's just going to the rope. And they're making it look so easy, these two. Well, the world record will fittingly complete with a boundary. Nobody has ever made that many in a power play, and Travis Head has been the driving force behind it to bowl the 7th over. And he may well have picked up a wicket from his first ball. Pace comes off and everything changes. Michael Lease takes a very good catch, and as I welcome Preston Momsen to the box, finally some relief. Bit of a batter's paradise. Can't think of too many quicker century partnerships as well. We'll have to leave the statisticians to their work there. They put on 113. Well, she didn't. Now this one's been hoiked away and hoiked all the way. It's a slog sweep right into his hitting arc. It's 6 more. Travis Head zoning in on what would be a remarkable 100 here
at the Grange. It's not a terrible ball from Mark Watt. but he gets into position so quickly, down low on one knee. Timing, as he's done all innings.
Range. He's going to try and keep going, but there's a man there, and it's held. Well taken by Michael Leask again. He maybe should have had 2 in 2 balls, but Mark Watt has got 2 in the innings of the highest quality.
Yeah, he didn't stop going all innings, and he wasn't going to stop then. Michael Leask makes no mistake with the boundary, but what a fantastic innings. What a
head. This is cut away. It's going to be cut away for 4. Gets it intentionally up and over the head of backward point. Good batting from Inglis. Big pull shot now. There is a man out there, but it's gone miles over his head. This one's out of the ground as well.
He was in the game, but no, it was a long way over him. Just not enough pace at that length.
In the course of a bigger picture, Jack Jarvis back into the attack, and he's clipped away for 4 more. Inglis making use of that bit of fortune, that life that he had. Driven really pleasingly. Seen some very conventional cricket strokes amidst the chaos. And that is going to be that. Australia, they have soared to victory in the most impressive of fashions. A terrific Travis Head masterclass, one of the best innings you will ever see. 8 boundaries in those 12, and fittingly it was ended with a maximum from Marcus Stoinis, who's showing not too many ill effects from that blow to the hand. The capacity crowd that came in, they've been treated well to an absolute extravaganza win for Scotland over Australia. They'll have to wait for another day. But as you rightly say, there's 2 more chances for them. There's the batting card, Head the star of the show, but Mark Preston not a huge amount to cheer here, barring probably Mark Watt's 2 wickets.
Scotland bowlers would probably want to look away at the sight of that. It was a late introduction of Mark
Jarvis in particular, none for 45 from just 10 deliveries. That's going at over 4 a ball. He'll have better days ahead. He's still very young in his career, and Scotland will get that big boost of Michael Jones.